My girlfriend's ex sent me a drunk text. She still loves me, ask her. I showed her the text. Instead of denying it, she blushed and said, it's complicated. I said, it's simple, and handed her a suitcase. Go be complicated somewhere else. Original post I-29 male, got the text at 11:43 p.m. on a Saturday. My girlfriend, 27, and I were on the couch watching some random Netflix show, her head on my shoulder, everything normal. My phone buzzed. Unknown number. Bro, she still loves me. Ask her about prom night. Ask her about the letters. She's just with you because I wasn't ready. But I am now. Ask her. Read it twice. My stomach dropped, but my brain went cold. Prom night, letters. We'd been together 18 months. She'd mentioned her ex exactly twice. Once to say they dated in college, once to say he moved across the country for work. That was it. Hey, I said, keeping my voice level. Got a weird text. Wanna see? She sat up, suspicious already. From who? Handed her my phone. Watched her face. The color drained, then rushed back. Her eyes went wide. And here's the thing. She didn't look confused. She looked caught. That's my ex. He's drunk. He does this sometimes when he drinks. Sometimes? I said. How would you know he does this sometimes? I mean, I don't know. I'm guessing? But her voice cracked. So you're still in contact with him? Not a question. A statement. She started crying. Not the fake kind. Real tears. It's not like that. We talk occasionally, as friends. What's prom night? More tears. It's nothing. Just, we went to prom together, senior year. And the letters? Silence. Long silence. She was picking at her nails, wouldn't meet my eyes. We wrote letters back in college. When things were hard, we promised to always be there for each other. You still have them. Another statement. Her face confirmed it. I stood up, went to the bedroom, grabbed the big suitcase from the closet, the one she'd used to move in 6 months ago, started packing her clothes. She followed me, panicking now. What are you doing? Babe, stop. Let's talk about this. We are talking, I said, folding the shirt. You're in love with your ex. He's in love with you. You've been lying to me about staying in contact with him. Pretty simple situation. I'm not in love with him. I love you. I stopped packing, looked at her. Then tell me right now, with complete honesty, do you still have feelings for him? She opened her mouth, closed it, opened it again. It's complicated. And there it was. No, I said, it's simple. You either love me and only me, or you don't. Complicated means you're keeping your options open. Complicated means I'm the safe choice while he's the one you really want. That's not fair. You can't just... I can. This is my apartment. My lease. You moved in but you're not on it. You want complicated? Go be complicated somewhere else. Kept packing. She tried grabbing my hands, tried hugging me from behind, full sobbing now. I gently moved her aside every time. Took me maybe 20 minutes to pack most of her stuff. Clothes, toiletries, her laptop, chargers. Where am I supposed to go? She wailed. Your best friend lives 10 minutes away, or your parents, or a hotel, or maybe call your ex, since apparently you two are still so close. I can't believe you're doing this. Over a stupid drunk text. Over you admitting you still have feelings for another guy while living with me. Fix that for you. Zipped the suitcase, carried it to the door, grabbed a few boxes from the recycling, started on her other stuff. Books, decorations, that ugly ceramic owl she loved. She stood there crying, calling me cruel, saying I was overreacting, that every relationship has complications, that love isn't black and white. All the greatest hits. Took 2 hours total. By 2 a.m., everything she owned was by the door. Called her an Uber on my phone, paid for it myself. You're really doing this, she said, makeup running down her face. You did this, I replied. When you decided to keep him in your life and your heart while pretending to be all in with me. I do love you. Not enough. If it was enough, you would have said no, I don't have feelings for him anymore immediately. You wouldn't have blushed when I showed you his text. You would have blocked him the first time he reached out. But you didn't, because it's complicated. The Uber arrived, helped load her stuff. She tried one more time at the door. Can we please just talk tomorrow, when you've calmed down? I am calm. This is me calm, and there's nothing to talk about. We're done. Closed the door. Changed the locks the next morning using a kit from the hardware store. $45, worth every penny. Been 4 days. She's called 23 times, texted 89 times. I've read none of them. Blocked her everywhere after the first few voicemails where she alternated between apologizing and calling me heartless. Her ex can have her. She was already halfway back to him anyway. Update 1, 1 week later. So it's been a week and holy hell, the entitlement is real. First thing Monday morning, her best friend showed up at my door. 7 a.m. I was getting ready for work. "We need to talk," she announced, pushing past me into my apartment. "Good morning to you too," I said. "Do you have any idea what you've done to her? She's been sobbing for days. She can't eat, can't sleep, she's a mess." "That's unfortunate." "Unfortunate? Unfortunate? You threw her out in the middle of the night over nothing." "Over her admitting she still has feelings for her ex. That's not nothing. She was confused. She was put on the spot. You ambushed her." I laughed. Couldn't help it. "I ambushed her by showing her a text her ex sent me? That's rich. You know what I mean? She didn't know how to react. She panicked. She blushed and said it's complicated. That's not panic, that's truth." Her best friend got in my face. "You're throwing away 18 months over a drunk text from some loser she dated years ago." "No, I'm ending a relationship with someone who never fully committed to me. Big difference." "She's in love with you." "Then why does she still write letters to him?" I asked calmly. "Why does she save his texts? Why didn't she block him the first time he reached out? Why did she hide all of this from me? Because she knew you'd react like this, like a jealous psycho." Jealous would be demanding she never speak to him. Psycho would be tracking her phone. I simply removed myself from a situation where I'm competing for my own girlfriend's affection. That's called self-respect. She tried a different angle. "Look, she made a mistake. She should have been honest. But she's learned from this. She wants to work it out. Don't you think you owe it to the relationship to at least talk to her?" "Oh, I don't owe anything to someone who was emotionally cheating on me." "It wasn't cheating." "What do you call maintaining a romantic connection with an ex behind your current partner's back? They're just friends. Friends don't send drunk texts professing love. Friends don't keep promise letters from years ago. And friends definitely don't make your girlfriend blush when they're mentioned." She left after another 15 minutes of circular arguments. Told me I'd regret this, that I was being stubborn, that love requires forgiveness. Wednesday, her mom called. I actually answered because I didn't recognize the number. "Hello? Is this him?" Cold voice. "Is this who?" "The boy who broke my daughter's heart." "Oh boy. If this is about..." She is devastated. "Do you understand? She trusted you. She loved you. And you just threw her away like garbage. Ma'am, with respect, your daughter admitted to having feelings for another man while in a relationship with me. I made the decision to end things rather than be someone's backup plan. She doesn't have feelings for him. She was scared and said the wrong thing. She said it's complicated. That's pretty clear. Relationships are complicated. You kids today think everything should be perfect all the time. Marriage requires work, forgiveness. We're not married. And even if we were, I don't think work means accepting my partner is in love with someone else. She is not in love with him. He's a deadbeat who can't commit. She's with you. Was with me, past tense. You are making the biggest mistake of your life. She's beautiful, smart, funny. Any man would be lucky. Then her ex should be thrilled. He clearly wants her back. She clearly still has feelings for him. Perfect match. How dare you, after everything she's done for you? Like what exactly? She cleaned your apartment. She cooked for you. She lived here rent-free for 6 months. I paid for every dinner out, every vacation, every Netflix subscription. I'm not keeping score, but if we're talking about who did what for whom, I'm pretty sure I come out ahead. She sputtered. Actually sputtered. Then hung up. Thursday night, the ex himself messaged me on Instagram. Had to hand it to him. The balls on this guy. "Hey man, just wanted to say sorry about the text. I was drunk and stupid, but for real, I'm not trying to cause problems. She told me you guys broke up and I just wanted to make sure you knew it wasn't because of me." Took me a full 5 minutes to craft a response. "Cool story. She told you we broke up? Interesting, since I broke up with her 4 days after your text. Almost like she was already mentally checked out of our relationship and updating you on her availability. But sure, totally not because of you. Good luck with that train wreck, bro." Blocked him immediately after hitting send. Didn't want to see his response. Didn't care. Friday evening, My girlfriend, sorry, ex-girlfriend showed up. Just appeared at my door at 7 p.m. She looked rough. Hair in a messy bun, no makeup, sweatpants. We need to talk, she said. No, we don't. Yes, we do. You can't just shut me out like this. I deserve a conversation. You got a conversation. Last Saturday. It ended with you admitting you still have feelings for your ex. I never said that. You said it's complicated. Same thing. It's not the same thing. I was confused. You put me on the spot. A simple yes or no question confused you. She started crying again. The ugly kind. Snot and everything. Why are you being so cruel? I made a mistake. I should have told you about him. But I was scared you'd react exactly like this. React like what? Like someone with self-respect? Like someone who doesn't trust me. Like someone who won't fight for us. And there it was, the real issue. You wanted me to fight for you, I said slowly. You wanted me to compete with him? Prove myself, beg you to choose me. No, that's not. Yes, it is. You wanted the drama, the validation, two guys fighting over you so you could feel special and make your choice. Well, congratulations, you got your drama. But I'm not playing. I don't compete for someone's affection. Either you want to be with me, or you don't. You proved you don't. I do want to be with you. Then why do you still talk to him? Why do you still have his letters? Why did his drunk text about you loving him make you blush instead of angry? She had no answer. Just kept crying and saying, I didn't understand. You're right, I don't understand. I don't understand how you can claim to love me while keeping your ex as an emotional backup. I don't understand how you think that's fair to me. And I don't understand why you think I should accept it. Because people are complicated, feelings are messy, you can't just throw away. Watch me. Closed the door. Locked it. Heard her crying outside for 10 minutes before she finally left. Got a text from her best friend 2 hours later. You're going to die alone and bitter. Hope you're happy. Replied, better alone than someone's second choice. Update 2, 3 weeks later. Buckle up, because this got absolutely insane. Week 2 started with a letter. An actual physical letter slipped under my door. My ex wrote 6 pages front and back, explaining how she realizes now what she lost, how she was emotionally immature and scared of commitment, how she's cut off her ex completely, how she's ready to be all in. Translation: her ex probably didn't want the drama of an actual relationship, and she realized her backup plan, me, was serious about being done. Didn't respond. Threw the letter away. Then came the mutual friends offensive. 3 different people texted me over 4 days, all saying basically the same thing. Dude, she's really sorry, she's changed, give her another chance. You guys were so good together. Don't throw it away over pride. She made a mistake. Everyone deserves forgiveness. Asked each one the same question. Did she tell you she admitted to still having feelings for her ex? Crickets. Or backtracking. Lots of, well, she didn't exactly say that. And she was confused. She said it's complicated when I asked if she still had feelings for him. What part of that is unclear? Usually got some variation of relationships are messy, or feelings are complex, or my favorite, you're being too black and white about this. Blocked 2 of them. The third one actually paused and said, okay, yeah, if my girlfriend said that, I'd be out too. Fair enough. At least one person with sense. But here's where it got stupid. My ex apparently decided that if direct approaches weren't working, she'd try indirect manipulation. Her brother called me. Didn't know the guy well. Met him twice at family dinners. Hey man, so my sister asked me to reach out. Of course she did. Look, I get it. She messed up, but she's really struggling. Like really struggling. She's barely eating. She cried through our mom's birthday dinner. She's talking about taking time off work because she can't focus. That's rough. Yeah, so I'm thinking maybe if you just talk to her, got some closure, she needs to hear from you that it's really over so she can start moving on. Seemed reasonable enough. She knows it's over. I've made that crystal clear. I know, but like, hearing it one more time might help? Maybe meet her for coffee, just to talk? Why do I feel like this is an ambush? He laughed. Nervous laugh. It's not, I promise. She needs closure, face to face. Something felt off. Did she tell you what I asked her, why we broke up? She said you guys had a fight about her ex. Not quite. I asked her if she still had feelings for him. She said it's complicated. That's not a fight, that's a deal breaker. Silence. She told me you misunderstood her. I didn't. I asked a yes or no question. She couldn't say no. That's all the understanding I needed. Maybe she just needed time to think about. If you need time to think about whether you have feelings for an ex while dating someone else, you've already answered the question. More silence. So you won't meet with her? Nope. You're really just done? That's it? That's it, he sighed. All right, man. Can't say I didn't try. For what it's worth, I get where you're coming from. At least he was honest about it being her idea. 2 days later, the ex escalated. Her best friend posted on Instagram a photo of my ex looking sad with a caption about when someone gives up on you instead of fighting for the relationship you both wanted. Sub posted about me. Classy. Here's the thing about social media though. I have receipts. Replied in the comments with just, when someone admits they still have feelings for their ex, it's not giving up to walk away. It's called self-respect. She deleted the post within an hour. Then came the attempted manipulation through my workplace. Someone, I'm guessing her mom based on the writing style, left a 1-star Google review for my company. Employees here are unprofessional and cruel to women. Would not recommend supporting a business that employs heartless people. Reported it to Google as harassment. Reported it to my boss too. Gave him the full context. He laughed and said, "Your ex-girlfriend's mom is leaving fake reviews? That's a new one. Don't worry about it." Got removed in 3 days. But the peak entitlement came last Saturday. 3 weeks exactly after I ended things. I was at the grocery store, minding my own business in the pasta aisle, heard my name, turned around. My ex, her mom, her best friend, all three. "We need to talk," her mom announced like she was summoning me to court. "No, we don't." "Yes, we do. You owe my daughter a conversation." "I owe her nothing." "Excuse me." Tried to push my cart past them. Her best friend blocked me. "You don't get to just walk away." "Actually, I do. That's kind of what walking away means." My ex finally spoke, voice small, shaky. "Please, just 5 minutes. I need closure." "You want closure? Fine. Here it is. We're over, permanently, because you couldn't answer a simple question about whether you still had feelings for your ex. That's your closure. Now move." "That's it?" her mom screeched. "That's all you have to say? What more do you want? A PowerPoint presentation explaining why being someone's backup plan isn't appealing. She's not using you as a backup. She loves you. She loves the idea of me, the security I provided, the financial stability, the nice apartment, but she's in love with him. Big difference." "That is not true." I looked directly at my ex. "Tell me I'm wrong, right here, right now. Tell me you don't still wonder what if about him. Tell me you don't still think about him. Tell me he's completely out of your heart." She opened her mouth. Nothing came out, just like 3 weeks ago. "That's what I thought." Pushed my cart past them. Her best friend yelled after me, "You're going to regret this. She's the best thing that ever happened to you." Didn't turn around. Just kept walking. That night, got a text from her brother. "Look man, I tried to stay neutral, but you ambushing my sister at the grocery store was messed up. I didn't ambush anyone, they cornered me." That's not what she said. Of course it's not. Ask yourself why 3 people needed to corner me in public if they weren't planning something. No response. The next morning, Sunday, I woke up to a 53-message Instagram DM from her ex. Didn't read them, blocked immediately. Apparently he had opinions about me, breaking her heart. "Dude, you sent me the drunk text that started this. You don't get to play white knight now." Then came the final play. Her mom called my mom. My mom called me immediately. "Honey, I just got off the phone with someone's very angry mother." "Let me guess. She says you're cruel and heartless and broke her daughter's heart for no reason?" "She knows the reason. She just doesn't like it." "Something about an ex-boyfriend?" "Yeah. Her daughter admitted to still having feelings for her ex." I ended things. Pretty straightforward. My mom was quiet for a moment. "And now they're harassing you?" "Little bit. Want me to call her back?" "No. I don't want you involved in this mess. Just ignore her if she calls again." "Already blocked the number. Just wanted to give you a heads up. Love, my mom." Update 3. Final update. It's been 2 months since the grocery store incident. Time for the final update because honestly, I'm tired of thinking about this. The harassment continued for another week after that. More messages from friends, blocked, more attempted ambushes, avoided, one truly unhinged voicemail from her best friend calling me every name in the book, saved for potential restraining order, never needed it. Then suddenly, silence. Complete radio silence. Thought it was over. Moved on with my life. Started dating casually. Nothing serious, just getting back out there. Realized how much energy I'd been spending managing my ex's insecurities about her ex, if that makes sense. How much emotional labor went into reassuring her she was enough while she was actively keeping another option warm. Then last week, ran into her brother at the gym. We go to the same one but different times usually. He was leaving as I was arriving. "Hey," he said. Awkward. "Hey, so, just thought you should know. My sister's back with her ex." Wasn't surprised, but still felt something twist in my chest. When? About 3 weeks ago, he moved back here for work. They've been taking it slow, according to her. He used air quotes. Good for them. Yeah. He shifted his gym bag. Look, for what it's worth, you were right. She wasn't over him. I didn't see it until after you left, and she spent every day talking about him, wondering if he still wanted her, whether she should reach out. She was using you as a placeholder until he was ready. I know. She didn't though. She really thought she loved you, but it was just comfortable, safe. You treated her well, so she convinced herself that was enough. It should have been enough. Yeah, it should have been. He looked genuinely sorry. I'm sorry we all gave you crap. She painted you as the bad guy and we believed her. Didn't realize she'd been talking to him the whole time you guys were together. That was new. The whole time? Pretty much. Found out from our cousin. They've been in contact since you and her got together. He'd text her late at night, she'd call him when you were at work. It was basically an emotional affair from day one. The twist in my chest tightened. 18 months. 18 months of thinking I was building something real, while she was keeping her ex warm, while she was waiting for him to be ready. Thanks for telling me, I said. Figured you deserved to know the truth. For what it's worth, you handled this way better than I would have. If my girlfriend pulled that, I'd have lost it. I almost did, but getting angry wouldn't have changed anything. She'd already made her choice. She made it before I even knew I was competing. You weren't competing, man. There was no competition. In her head, he already won. You were just the nice guy who treated her well until her real choice was available. Ouch. But accurate. We parted ways. I went inside and had the worst workout of my life. Couldn't focus. Kept thinking about all the late nights she was texting him. All the times she pulled away from me emotionally. All the times I'd ask if everything was okay and she'd say yes, while probably thinking about him. Got home, poured a drink, let myself feel the full weight of it. Not sadness over losing her, I was over that. More like grief over losing 18 months to someone who was never really mine. Next morning my buddy texted me, "Dude, did you see this?" Screenshot from her Instagram. Photo of her and the ex, his arm around her, her smiling at the camera. Caption, "Sometimes the right person is worth waiting for." Read it 3 times, then laughed. Actually laughed out loud. She waited for him? That's how she's spinning this? Like she patiently waited while he got his life together. Not like she was dating me while emotionally cheating the entire time? The audacity, the absolute audacity. Blocked her on everything I hadn't already blocked her on. Deleted the screenshots of his drunk texts. Deleted her number from my phone. Deleted every photo we'd taken together. Clean slate. That was 4 days ago. Haven't heard anything since. Don't expect to. She got what she wanted. He got what he wanted. They're probably very happy in their complicated, dramatic, we've always loved each other relationship. As for me, I'm good. Not great, not terrible. Just good. The apartment feels lighter somehow. Less tension in the air. No more wondering if she's texting him. No more catching her getting lost in thought and wondering if she's thinking about him. No more competing for my own girlfriend's attention. Started therapy a couple weeks ago. Not because I'm devastated, but because I realized I ignored a lot of red flags. Like how she'd compare me to him sometimes. Oh, he used to do that too. Or how she kept a box of his stuff in her closet. Or how she'd get this look in her eyes sometimes when certain songs came on. Later realized they were probably their songs. I let myself be the safe choice because I wanted it to work. Because she was attractive and funny and we had good chemistry. Because on paper, we made sense. But chemistry isn't enough when someone's heart is elsewhere. My therapist asked me last session, "Are you angry?" Thought about it. No, I'm just disappointed. In her, in myself, for ignoring what I knew deep down. Which was that I was never going to be enough. Not because I'm not enough, but because I'm not him. And some people will choose the dramatic, complicated, on-again, off-again person over the stable, reliable one every single time, because drama feels like passion. Stability feels boring. She nodded. And now? Now I find someone who wants stability, who thinks reliability is attractive, not boring, who doesn't need drama to feel alive. That's where I'm at. Single, healing, learning, not bitter, just wiser. To everyone who followed this mess, thanks for letting me vent, thanks for the support, and to anyone dealing with something similar, trust your gut. When someone shows you they're not all in, believe them. Don't wait around hoping they'll change. Don't compete for someone's affection. And definitely don't let them keep you as a backup plan while they wait for their real choice to be ready. You deserve someone who chooses you first. Not second. Not eventually. First. And yeah, it hurts to walk away. It hurt like hell that Saturday night packing her stuff. It hurt seeing her cry. It hurt when her family and friends came at me. It hurt learning she was talking to him our entire relationship. But you know what hurts more? Spending years with someone who's emotionally somewhere else, who's comparing you to someone else, who's waiting for someone else. I chose my dignity over her drama, and I'd make the same choice 100 times over. She can have her complicated. I'll take simple. Someone who loves me, only me, without qualification or complication. Final note. If you're reading this and thinking about taking back someone who couldn't choose you clearly and immediately, don't. You teach people how to treat you. If you accept being second choice, you'll always be second choice. Walk away. Find your self-respect. Find someone who doesn't make you question where you stand. It's simple. It should be simple. If it's complicated, that's your answer. Done with this chapter? Time to write a better one.